There's a question we get asked more than almost any other. Some version of what am I actually supposed to be doing between visits? Because patients start to realize something pretty quickly. They feel great walking out of our office, and by midweek, the old patterns are starting to creep back in. So, is the chiropractic working, or is the rest of your life just quietly undoing it faster than we can build it? In the next few minutes, we're going to answer that. Not with a list of 10 things to add to your morning routine, with what actually protects your progress between visits. Because the work outside our office matters as much as the work inside it. Here's the honest answer. We're with you for 15 to 30 minutes at a time, sometimes an hour. The rest of your week is where your body either holds what we build or slowly walks backwards towards the pattern it was in before. That's not a failure. It's just how our bodies work. Your nervous system is responding to input all day. Your posture at your desk, your sleep, what you ate, whether you took a full breath at 2 p.m. The time you spent with us in the office is just input. It's a meaningful one, but it's just input. The patients who see the steadiest shifts aren't the ones who come more. They're the ones who, between visits, life stopped actively working against them. So what does that actually look like? 5 things. None of them new. All of them are all quietly important. Sleep is first. Not optimized, biohack, tracker on your wrist sleep, just real sleep. Enough of it in a dark room, a boring bedtime. Your body does most of its repair at night, and all of that repair depends on your body being able to come down. Water, not as a wellness hack, as a basic maintenance. Your body can't clear what it's trying to clear if it doesn't have anything to clear with. Breathing. Before you roll your eyes, we're not asking you to meditate. We're asking you to stop holding your breath through your whole day. One slow exhale between meetings. One real breath when you close your laptop. That's a signal to your body that it's okay to come down. Movement. Gentle, daily, not punishing. Walking counts, stretching counts, anything that tells your body the change we made is the new neutral. And food that actually works for the body you're living in. Not another clean eating reset, not cutting something out for 30 days. Real food, real often. This is the part where people see overhaul when they really just needed to be consistent. This is where a lot of practices would stop. We don't. Because what you eat is the other half of this conversation. Not because we're trying to be everything, because your body runs on nutrients. Blood sugar that spikes and crashes looks a lot like anxiety from the inside. Inflammation from food your body doesn't love undoes the work we did on the table by middle of the week. That's why our nutrition team isn't an add-on. It lives in this practice because these two conversations are actually the same conversation. When our nutrition team is working on your protein at breakfast and we're working on your mid-back pain at the same time, the results compound. We won't hold one without the other for very long. Here's what we don't tell you to do between visits. We don't tell you to add 10 things. We don't hand you a 12-page handout. We don't build a care plan that requires you to restructure your whole life. Because the patients we see get the biggest results aren't the ones doing the most. They're the ones consistently doing the right few things. The goal isn't another full-time job. The goal is the rest of your life stops undoing the work that we did together. If all you changed this month was getting to bed 30 minutes earlier and drinking a real glass of water before your coffee, we would see it. You would feel it. That's not underselling the work. That is just what consistency does. So the reframe we'd offer, stop thinking what to do between visits. Start thinking about what to stop doing that's been keeping your body from holding the work. That's usually the better question. Every patient's version of the answer is a little different, but it almost always comes back to sleep, water, breath, food, and a few minutes of gentle daily movement. That's the foundation. Everything else is decoration. If you've been doing the in-office work and wondering why the results aren't fully landing, it probably isn't the care. It's the time in between. You're not doing this wrong. You may have just been trying to out supplement or out exercise a life that's been asking too much of your body for too long. The work inside our office is real. The work outside of it is what makes it stick. If this has been useful, save this for the week you forget what the basics are. Share this with a friend you thought about while you were watching this. And if you want us to map this out with you in person, the link to book is inside the description below. Our team is here when you're ready.